Hello everyone, welcome to Manocha Academy. Today we are going to look at cells. I'm sure all of you have heard about cells and you know what they are. But you have also known that cells can be of different shapes and sizes depending on the work that they perform. So they can be spindle shaped, they can be round or oval, they can be rectangular, they can be cuboidal, they can be elongated, they can be star shaped and whatnot. So in this video, we are going to see some of these cells and try to make out if they actually look like the shape that are mentioned in our book. So let's start the video. So let me first show you the cells that we are going to see. Mammalian bone cell, which is star shaped. Cuboidal epithelium, which is of course cube shaped. Stomata, and we'll see the bean shaped guard cells. Unstriated muscle, that is smooth muscle, which should be spindle shaped. Nerve cell, which is elongated. Adipose tissue cell, which is round or oval in shape. Onion cells, which are rectangular in shape. And Paramecium, which is slipper shaped. So we are going to see them one by one under this instrument, which I'm sure all of you know about. It's a compound light microscope. We are going to watch and we are going to see all these slides under the light microscope, and we'll see if we can identify these cells by their shape or not. So this, as you can see, is the bone cell, and bone cells are supposed to be star shaped. We can see here that this is a star shape of the bone that you can see from the projections that are coming out. Not as big projection as we see in an axon or a neuron, but these are projections which definitely gives the cell a pointed appearances at certain parts around its edge, as a result of which the resulting structure is that of a star-shaped cell. The next one is a cuboidal epithelium. It's an epithelial tissue, so the cells are placed on a basement membrane. So the basement membrane is there, and the cells that are placed, as you can see, they are cuboidal in shape. Such kind of cuboidal epithelium lines the inner lining of some of our structures inside our organs. So for example, this one is a cuboidal epithelium that we see in the inner lining of a nephron. So this is cuboidal epithelium. The next one, as you can see, is a nerve cell. And nerve cells are elongated in shape. As we all know, nerve cells have cell body from which axon and dendrites they emerge. So this is the cell body, and from here the axon and the dendrite they have emerged. So you can clearly see the elongated shape of the axon. The axon is elongated. Why? Because it is supposed to transmit impulse from one part of the body to the other. So it suits it if it is elongated like a wire, so the transmission is much easier. Moving to the next one, this is adipose tissue cell, and adipose tissue is supposed to store fat. So as you can see, most of these cells have a pinkish outline and a whitish inside. So that whitish inside is basically stored fat, because fat is white in color, and the pinkish outline is the cytoplasm that has been pushed towards its periphery. The nucleus is also there. If you see in much higher magnification, you will be able to see the nucleus, but these are round or oval in shape. They are round because they have lots of stored fat and they have increased in their diameter, so they are round in shape. Next, we have the stomatal guard cells, and the stomatal guard cells are bean shaped or kidney shaped as we call it. So this, as you can see, is the outer curvature which is convex, and this is the inner curvature which is concave, and in between these two concave ends of the two guard cells, in between them you have an aperture which is known as the stomatal pore. Alright, so the stomatal guard cell is bean shaped or kidney shaped. Next we have unstriated muscle, which is also known as smooth muscle, and as you can see from the strips, the smooth muscles are elongated in shape, right? But the elongation has a specific shape, that is it is tapering on the both ends, as you can see, and it is wider at the center. So this kind of a shape is known as a spindle shape, where the ends are tapering and the central part is wider than the two ends. So this is a smooth muscle or an unstriated muscle which is present in the wall of hollow organs that you cannot move on your own will. So unstriated muscles are involuntary, that is, you cannot control them. So let's say the wall of the stomach, the wall of the intestine, they have unstriated muscles and they are spindle shaped. The next one is a most common type of cell that we have quite often talked about on our videos on Manocha Academy. In fact, you can refer to the video where we are peeling out an onion leaf cell and looking at it under the microscope, which the video links are given below. So this is an onion cell, and you can see the shape and the structure is very clear, and the cells are rectangular in shape, right? So these are rectangular cells of the onion peel, which we can see in several other plant parts as well. So the next one is Paramecium, which, as you all know, is a unicellular microorganism, and this particular cell is one single cell. So we are not looking at a cell from any other part of any multicellular organism. We are looking at one organism which is just a single cell. And the interesting part and very sweet part of this is that it looks like a slipper. So just imagine that you're walking on the beach and you're wearing your slipper and you just step on the sand, and that makes a imprint on the sand. Exactly, that is the shape of Paramecia. So Paramecia, in your life, never forget that they are slipper shaped cells, unicellular organisms that are slipper shaped. Now here's a homework question for all of you. Can you give me an example of a cell of our body that is disc shaped? Do let me know your answers by putting it in the comments below. I look forward to reading your answers, and I promise to reply to them. Hope you enjoyed the video and learned from it. Do check out our courses on our website manochaacademy.com and our Android app Manocha Academy. Links are given below. We have courses on physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, coding, and artificial intelligence. We now also have IIT and NEET foundation courses for our class 9 and 10 students. In these courses, you will get concept videos, live classes, quizzes, questions, mock tests, and revision notes. So they will be perfect for your exam preparations. Do hit the like button and share this video with your friends. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now and click on the notification bell so that you do not miss out on any of our videos. Stay connected with Manocha Academy and let's keep learning together.